What's up, y'all? RC Poetic Soul coming at you. How y'all doing out there? Y'all feeling good today? Yeah, it's time for another vlog. And before I get started, I want to ask you guys to subscribe to the channel. Please hit that bell. Get all that content when it comes out. And also, let me ask you guys to please comment after I'm done with this video. So guys, let's get right into it without further ado. This is OBD. And what we call OBD is open book dialogue. And we're going to get into, I got two tales for you guys today I want to talk to you guys about. Hope y'all can hear me fine out there. I wanted to talk to you guys about, story number one in this open book dialogue. So the first story is about, because I don't know why we having a reflection in my glasses so much, but anyway, guys, story number one is about, how we always talk about how bad police are and how negative they are and how not good that they are. Well, I just come to share with you guys an enlightening story about the police. In this regard, one officer, but we all hear about how they, just can be so bad. But this is a good story. So, guys, this is a true story. So, one time, and I was about maybe 19, I don't know, maybe 20, I don't know. My childhood, not the best, not the greatest, kind of sheltered. And when I did get loose, I was roaming wild like a wild cat, doing things I shouldn't have been doing. But anyway, we're not going into that. But what we are going to go into was one day I was coming from a strip mall. Showing my age here a little bit, guys. This is back when Circuit City was actually out and relevant and, doing big business. So I had brought a CD player. And in the midst of buying it, it was brand new. Again, showing my age, CD player. So I had brought that and a new CD to go with it. I think Jay-Z and R. Kelly's Best of Both Worlds. And anyway, I was going back to the bus stop, and as I was going back, I had encountered a young kid. He was selling candy, and he said he wanted to buy something from me. He said he wanted to buy a CD player. Said it was sharp, brand new. Said he had was gonna give me $50 for it. I don't know what I paid. I think I paid maybe 20, 25 maybe. Anyway, I seen it as a way to make a profit. And he said I could keep the CD at the time. He said he loved the sound quality, and he gave me $10 to start with. But oddly, this so odd, right? So in any case, I said, okay, fine. I'll take him up on his offer. Maybe I was naive. Let's see. So anyway, we took a walk. I said we walked a couple of blocks. I thought I knew the area pretty well. But as we took further walk through the neighborhood, I was kind of, scratching my head, kind of, peculiar environment. I couldn't really put my fingers on, what was wrong. I didn't think nothing was wrong, but it just felt a little odd. So anyway, we walked down this one block, and when we get to the house on the block, he actually stops and says, "Hey man, you mind just wait for a second? I gotta run in and get the money from my brother or cousin. I think it was a brother." And he said, "I gotta get the rest of that money I owe you." Man, he did give me $10 out of the 50 I think he was gonna give me back. And I said, okay, fine, man. Just don't be long, bro, because I got to get going. So at this time, the only thing that made it odd was the neighborhood was so clean and so nice looking. So that's what made it look odd. So I said, okay, man, just don't be too long. And he said, I'll be right back, bro. I got you. I'm going to get that off of you. And so he goes and retrieves the money, that I'm thinking, allegedly. And I wait maybe like 4, 5, 6, 7 minutes. I'm like, what the hell's taking this, kid so long? He's a couple years younger than me. I'm thinking, You know, he said he wanted to buy this off of me. What's going on? You know, and I'm waiting, and you know, the kid had gave me $10, so you know, I'm thinking he gonna come back. You know, he gave me some money. You know, and honestly, his was crazy as hell. The kid never actually shows back up. And the problem is, I got tired of waiting, and I realized that people were looking out at me. People actually looking out their windows at me. And he wasn't apparently going to show up. But I didn't know that initially. So I started walking off because I said, I'm tired of waiting here. This ain't right. This is some kind of trap. And, you know, I started walking. I started walking fast. You know, I got up out of there with my CD player. And as I was walking, I looked down and take a close, really close look at that damn $10 bill. And it looked like real authentic money. But guys, I think this dude gave me a damn counterfeit bill. And I really had to look at it so damn close, holding it up. And I think this damn kid gave me counterfeit money and took me over here. And did I give him a CD player? I don't remember if I did or didn't. I don't recall. In any case, he duped me to go all the way over there. Maybe he got my damn CD player. I think he did. And so because he was supposed to bring me the money back, if I recall correctly. And he didn't do that. But in any case, I walked away. I'm getting sidetracked. I said good 12 blocks. Got up to Borders. Borders was still in existence at this time, Borders bookstore. And I was getting ready to make a phone call. I can't remember. I was either going to call the authority. I think I was going to call the authorities. If not my parents, just to tell them what's going on and where I am. But in any case, the police officer comes in. Caucasian male comes in, signals to me, tells me to come over here. I come over to where he's at. And he drives me, he actually takes me out, don't handcuff me, but put me in the back of a police car, take me about 15 blocks back to the scene where the house that the boy had took me to initially, that we walked to. And he told me, he said, because he asked me what happened when he told me to come over to him at the Borders bookstore. I told him that a kid had took my CD player, and he was supposed to give me money back for it, and he said he was going to his brother's house. That's where he was going to get it. So when he takes me back to the scene, I have to say the same story that just happened, which I do to other police officers, Caucasian males, officers, and they had me open in the back of the squad car talking to me, and I told them what happened, and they seemed highly skeptical of my story. And guys, you know, at this point, I think, holy crap. I'll use crap. This is a profanity-free channel. That's just the way it is. And so I was shocked because I had got duped. I let myself be so gullible to get duped. But now I was in a situation where I didn't know what was going to happen because I didn't know what was really behind this house. And nobody was back there. Could have been anything. Could have been a dead person, dead boy, girl, man, woman, and I would have been Essex Creek without a paddle. So yeah, I would have been in a world of dismay and sadness, and it just would not have ended well for me, guys. It would have been horrible. But you know what? It still looked bad because they weren't buying my story, and they felt like I was in an area to case some houses, maybe break in. It wasn't looking well, and then after about 5-10 minutes of me sitting there terrified of what was going to happen next, I didn't know. It was a sea of officers, all white, and I was just so troubled and so conflicted because I didn't know what was going to happen next, and I didn't know what was back there. If it was a body back there, had somebody got killed, I would have been cooked, and that kid would have got away, scot-free, and I just would have been toast. But guys, miraculously, almost by the grace of God, a police car pulls up. A black African American male cop gets out, walks up, signals, well, talks to them, says something, signals that he has this, comes and gets me, actually retrieves me. He was able to engage briefly in conversation with those officers, and he was able to get me out of that situation. He was able to he didn't free me, but he actually took me, put me in his squad car. And the odd thing is, at this time, there was no cuffs. This probably mid 2000, early 2000. The police didn't necessarily cuff you right away, I guess, if that makes sense. Now you're getting cuffed just for a question. It's like that now. But he put me in the back of his squad car, asked me did I know another family member, asked me was that my brother. I said no, but it was a relative. And he actually drove me to a safe area about 20-something blocks away to a very familiar area that I was very familiar with. And he actually let me out, guys, at the bus stop. And he just told me to be more mindful of where I am, to know my neighborhoods, and just to not engage with people that I don't know if I'm not sure what their intentions are. And I never forget that, because he came and rescued me in that situation. And I did not have to be saved in that regard. I don't know how or what or how he knew that I was there that day, but he actually came. That officer was an angel, a living angel, who helped me in that very precarious, tight spot, and he saved my handy that day. My pop said I should have got his badge number. I should have his name, something, just to speak about how, great his save for me was, because I don't know if those officers would have brought my story. And here's a situation in a story of where an officer sees a situation that, an individual shouldn't have been in, and actually helped me out. So I don't know that officer's name, but I always will be grateful for what he did, because I don't know how it would have turned out for me. And at that time, that was probably my first brush with the law. So that was probably like my first real brush, where I didn't know what could happen. Before, I was given a warning. Police told me, but I knew nothing about what would happen in that situation. I knew nothing about what would occur. I just felt that I was going to be in a lot of deep crap, because I had got myself in that situation and I was stuck. And had it been somebody back there who was slain, well then, that's how falsely accused crimes happen. That's how people get put in jail, falsely accused. It happens every day, all the time. So I'm gonna have to tell the second story in a different video. But guys, this is an open book dialogue. Feel free to comment in the comment section. Let me know if you had a good outcome with a police officer. I got another story to tell, but this is just to let you guys know that all police officers are not devils. They are angels. They are good ones. And I think that needs to be reiterated, because there's so much bad that gets put out there. So guys, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to my channel. And as I said, comment, and please be kind and subscribe. This is Poetic Soul, and I'm out. Peace.